Alright, guys, Afterburn back at you. I'm sorry it's been so long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know where that came from. Anyways, um, yeah, today is a brand new thing, brand new review, something new. Finally, that's actually mine. Um, but before I get into that, updates from these past couple weeks. I saw Five Finger Death Punch last Tuesday. They were awesome. Um, Syndicate comes out next Friday, which I am going to the midnight release for. That's gonna be great. And what else? Oh yeah, I picked up Rock Band 4. Still new at it, still trying to figure it out, but hey, you get what you pay for, and I'm gonna learn. Anyways, on to the review. Today we're going to take a look at Combiner Wars Magnus. Yeah. And his partner Minimus Ambus. Little dinky dude. You'll see why he's included later. But yeah, I mean, faithful to his G1 self, albeit updated. He is a car carrier, very tiny cab with a huge ass backside. And if you look underneath, you'll clearly see what are meant to be legs. And, you know, for being the leader class, he's not. He feels light, but at the same time, he works. All of his pieces work right. It all folds away. There's very little kibble. And you know, it works. So, anyways, he comes with his standard twin missile launcher packs, but they don't fire. Just a solid piece. It's all hollow plastic. You can see that. Come on, yeah. Just painted caps, but for the final product, it doesn't look too bad. And he comes with both of them. He also comes with this rifle. Not too bad. You know, standard rifle issue. It also comes with this cannon with a huge ass back piece, and that's for a thing I will show you when we get to robot mode. So, yeah, on to robot mode then. It's actually very simple. It's almost exactly like not exactly, but it's kind of like the Masterpiece, but much more simple. Anyways, you want to take the ramps down, and I don't know why I'm doing this first. I should talk about Ambus. Yeah, Magnus Ambus, his little minicon partner. Literally, just a little Cybertronian car former doohickey McThingamabob. And yes, I am here with Mr. Kevin again today. There he is. We're in his basement once again. Sorry, I didn't put that out there. But to transform Minimus, take the front end of the car, which will become his feet, unfold them, and you turn him around. He's clearly his head. You take out his arms, and then his whole backpack is on a double hinge. And I dropped an arm. And I can't see it now. Oh, there it is. Oh, I can't grab it. Pardon me, just a moment. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to take the backpack on the very tight double hinge and fold it downwards. And it ends up on his back, and there we have Minimus Ambus in robot mode. And he's smaller than most minicons these days, but he serves a purpose. And get a close look on his head. Yeah, not going to get a better picture than that. He's got some green, he's got some black. Actually, not some black. He's got black on his feet and on his back. Big old red Autobot symbol. He's got two shades of green, red in his eyes. But he does serve a purpose later on, so we're going to put him off to the side with the rest of the accessories. On to Magnus. Again, pull down the ramps. And with most Magnus figures, you want to unhook the top section, fold it straight up. At least this is how I do it. Then you take the red pieces at his sides, unpeg them, fold them off way off to the side. Now you want to split the legs and then fold them down on that very nice ratchet. Straight down, you can see the chest pieces still there. And then you want to take the foot, swing it down, and I swing it all the way down, all the way forward. Now, when you're doing the legs here, you kind of have to fiddle with it until you get that sound. And that's a tough sound to get on one of the legs. I'm gonna, I'll get back to that other leg, but I'm gonna split the arms out now. Not that one. So I gotta get that back in. So we're gonna get that set up that way. But from what I can tell, down here in the foot, there is a little lip. I don't know if you can see it, but apparently it's supposed to bend to get that sound. You're supposed to, because I'm worried that it's going to snap in there. See, because already a stress mark right there, because it pivots on this hinge. And what you're trying to get it to do is to peg in right up front here. And this leg, the left leg, has the hardest time snapping in. I can get it to do every time with the right leg, but it's still a very tight peg to do. So next thing you want to do is you want to take these side skirt pieces, fold it up 90 degrees at this hinge, fold it in, and then there's a little peg. You can see it right here. It's a little blue peg on the leg, and it fits into the slot on the back of the panel, locking the leg together. You do the same thing on the other side. Then you just bring those panels up, and you have your legs formed. And it's nice. Now here's where the best part comes from. Cab lifts up, spins 180 degrees, and you can see how it's rotating right now. You slide it down to lock it, bring that piece down and in. And you open up the front section of the cab, bring this piece up, which brings up the head. You want to bring that head back up an extra joint. Now, this is because now you can see a little space. This is reserved solely for Minimus. And the space, you've got to wedge him in till his legs lock behind that. And then you can force his hands onto little handholds. You can't really see the handholds, so you just have to bear with me. And then you drop the Magnus head over his head, close the front of the cab, and then bring up the chest section, hiding Minimus and bringing story into why Magnus is this way. So next thing, so when you swing in the arms, you want to extend the shoulders all the way up till you hear the click. It's a very soft one. And then you bring the forearm panels up on a double hinge and collapse them in. And there we have Magnus in robot mode. And he's cool. He's in my mind, he's just as cool as the Masterpiece and a lot cheaper. But yeah, the reason Ambus is inside the Magnus suit is because Ambus was, if you're not aware, Ambus was Magnus's partner, the original Magnus. And when Magnus took a deathly hit, a fatal hit actually, it killed him. And instead of going back to the Autobots and telling them that Magnus had died, Ambus took it upon himself to reanimate Magnus's corpse on his own. Because Ambus has a special spark called a load bearer. And all he did was he ejected Magnus's spark. Well, Magnus's spark ejected, went back to the well of all sparks. Ambus climbed inside of Magnus's chest cavity and became the new Magnus. Which is cool. And that's part of the IDW thing. And much like on the Masterpiece, now for accessories, much like on the Masterpiece, you can go and plug the missiles in his shoulders to give him a G1 accurate look. I mean, in G1 he had one missile, but they updated it to 2. And he can hold both of his guns. Okay. He's got the he's got the grasping fist, which is pretty cool. I don't know why this one isn't holding. Or maybe because it is. It won't close all the way. Okay. So yeah, he's got his guns. And posability. That's not how I like to display him. I mean, you think of Magnus, you think of Hammer. And I'll show you that. So in terms of posability, the head is only on a swivel just because of how it's set up. Arms can do a full 360. They have a joint in here for the outward bend, and without the missile in the way, it can go all the way. As these panels move out of the way. He's got a ratcheted elbow, about 90 degrees of movement, and then the hands just have the open and close gimmick. Legs have that great universal ratchet. Knees can go full 90, and he's got foot pivotability. But like I said before, there is a hammer aspect to this figure, and it requires the missile racks and both guns. Take the first gun and the second gun, plug the wide back gun onto the back of the first, and then you take the missile racks, and with the red missiles facing downwards, you plug them in, and there you have the Magnus hammer. And that's an ingenious way of making the Magnus hammer. I mean, yes, you lose the missile racks on his shoulders, but that's a loss I will take in stride, because there's a little slot underneath the arm. You can see how there's these separators on the second of their gun. You slide this lower section into there and close the hand up, and there you have the Magnus hammer in his hand. And that's brilliant. And that's how I'm going to keep him displayed, because that's awesome. And for size comparison, I'm going to bring over Kevin's Leader Megatron, so you can get a bit of a size comparison. Megatron is taller at the head, actually. Not by much, but Magnus has him with the shoulder pads, clearly. And yeah, that's it for Magnus. It took him a while to show up in this area, but when he did, I had to grab one. And I'm completely excited and happy and all manner of joyous emotions that I did, because I've been waiting for him, and it was the only leader I was going to buy. And I'm sticking to that. It's the only Combiner Wars leader I am going to buy. And yeah, hopefully I can find a full set of Combiner Wars Protectobots soon. Here's hoping. So, until next time, guys, I will catch you on the flip side. Stay frosty, Afterburn out.